I wake up at the sound of my alarm, then begin my morning routine. A lot of time has passed. We're getting into the swing of things. It's been a while, and things are going well. When I enter the kitchen, I make myself a bowl of cereal. Nikki's already left for school, so I have to fend for myself, and cereal's the only thing I can't burn. Let me see, where were we? Lately, she's been leaving early almost every day. It barely phases me anymore, especially after I found cereal in the grocery store. It's the most expensive box of Tiger Flakes I've ever bought, but it's better than burning toast. Finishing up breakfast, I hop on my bike and head to school. Valerie is already waiting for me and waves me over as soon as I enter the classroom. Means it's time for a foreign exchange class.
I have news for you.
Oh my god, no way. Good news or bad news? She pauses, then grins playfully.
Come with me to the hangar after class and I'll show you.
Oh, well, I'm flattered, but what about Mayu? The hangar? So it's something to do with my core?
What else would it be about?
Your guess is as good as mine. You do spend a lot of time there. Take your pick. Nothing. Take your pick. Let's see what her response is to take your pick. My powerful thrusters, strong and sturdy exterior, or lightning quick agility, to name a few.
If you're so lightning quick, how come Eagle gets so beat up during matches?
Sometimes you gotta give them a glimpse of hope. I don't know which matches you've been watching, but clearly they aren't mine.
Pretty sure they are.
I don't think so, woman. Then you have a strange definition of so beat up, considering the most Eagle ever gets is a few scratches on his armor. Valerie smirks.
I've seen some dents in there too.
You're not looking at my gear. Sure, from blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie waits expectantly.
So?
So what?
You haven't said yes yet. Will you come with me to the hangar?
I thought that was obvious. Yeah, I'll go with you.
Good. I was starting to think maybe you didn't want to be alone with me.
I don't, but that's a different thing because I don't want Mayu watching. Before I can respond, the professor raises her voice over the chatter. You're
Good morning,
lucky,
everyone.
Valerie.
In today's lesson, we will cover...
We're apparently covering something. I don't know.
That's
History
all for today.
Izokaze, I don't know.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too. And that's my line. Just as I finished packing up my things, Valerie grabs my hand and pulls me towards the door.
Let's go.
Okay, apparently we're going now. Sure, give me a minute. She's already starting walking with me in tow. I hastily grab my bag. Or we can go now. Now's good. Now works too. We'll go now. We cut across campus and enter the hangar through the main entrance instead of the pilot's lounge. Inside the hangar, Valerie rushes straight to Eagle's terminal, shooting impatient glances at me as I follow behind. She sets herself in front of my terminal, and after typing in a sequence, she proudly points at the screen.
Check it out.
This looks like numbers. Cool, numbers. Rather be checking you out. Stare silently. We've gone this far with just making all these comments. Let's just go there. My gaze slides across the continuous string of numbers on the terminal to rest on Valerie. I drink in the curve of her waist and how her skirt accentuates the outline of her hips. She's holding back a smile, which she releases when she notices my stare.
Although I'm relieved I can hold your attention better than this terminal can, you might want to hold that thought and focus on the screen.
But I don't want to. No, I'm happy with my choice.
Then let me fix that.
How could you possibly fix that? Valerie stands behind the monitor and laughs at my disappointment. You're mean. With a sigh, I refocus my attention to the screen. Okay, so what are these numbers?
Well, you know how all the system scans we've been doing haven't shown anything new?
Yes, all of those system scans which we've been doing this last month that I totally know about. Yeah?
Our approach was the mistake. I was thinking, if I wanted to leave a secret message on a system, I would embed it into existing code and spoof the service identity so that it would remain inconspicuous during scans.
Okay, that makes sense. What?
Well, I was doing a manual evaluation through listed services during the last week and noticed a discrepancy here. When I tried to execute it, it came back with this screen.
Her voice grows with excitement.
I'm positive there's something behind this code.
Really? Then let's find out what that is.
I was hoping you'd say that. Tell me how to decrypt it and we'll find out in a second.
What makes you think I know how to do that? She raises an eyebrow. I wouldn't even know where to begin, seeing as all these numbers make no sense to me. Would you be able to hack it? Valerie bites her lip as she thinks.
Yeah, but it might take a few days.
That's fine, I guess. That's probably still faster than it would take me to figure it out. She grins.
I won't argue with that. Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I really had to twist your arm.
But only because you're cute.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you're just in it for my looks. She winks at me, then turns towards the terminal. And that's why I'm going to keep going back and forth with those relationships, just because I feel, just with this playthrough, that's how the relationship would go. And I'm kind of playing it out that way, too, of, you know what, I'd do it, and if I had a friend like Valerie, I'd probably do that, and we'd make jokes like that back and forth all the time, even though there's nothing romantic there whatsoever. Thanks. Already engrossed in the code, Valerie gives me a short wave of dismissal. Just like, be gone! I'm working here. We're done. As I find my way out of the hangar, my phone dings with an email from the school administration. I scan through the contents. Huh. Due to the disqualification of Team Strike X, my team will now face Anabu Geisha in this week's match. I wonder what Strike X did to get themselves disqualified. That sounds pretty bad if they got disqualified. My phone vibrates with a group chat from Shou. Did you guys see that email? I type out my response. Yeah. Wonder what Strike X did. Probably lied about something important. That's one reason why I left. You were a part of Strike X? Wait, Strike X was Shou and Kaori's old team? I consider asking Shou to talk more about what happened with him in Strike X, but decide against it. I'm still curious, but this isn't the time to go into it, especially since it's in a group chat. That's more of a in-person conversation. While I was thinking, a text from Mayu comes in. Looks like we'll go against Anabu Geisha instead. Anabu Geisha does sound familiar, but I can't recall which team they are. Me. Who are they again? I'm assuming K is Kaori. A team we must demolish. Okay. I'm not surprised she's texting in all caps. Of course, Kaori would write in all caps. Whoa, that's more aggressive than usual. Shut up, Shou! Please don't be upset, Kaori. I'm fine, you have the typical response. While the texts come in, I rack my brain trying to recall how I know that name. Oh, right! Never mind. They're that all-girls team, right? Shou, yeah. They're supposed to be pretty good. Who cares? We won't let them beat us. The text ceased after that. Yeah, I would stop texting too. Kaori's a little too intense for my liking on that one. Probably for the best. What do I feel like doing now? Is this really a question? Mayu. I make my way to the music room. I've finally convinced Mayu we should expand the band, and now we're holding auditions for our newest member. After Mayu played for me the first time, she's loosened up a lot, and we've been jamming regularly together. Right, that's the technical term, jamming, not practicing, jamming. I found a flyer for local musicians. The community is sponsoring a talent night for both bands and solo artists. I know Mayu and I are ready to compete, and after much cajoling, I got her to agree to sign up. That seems like something we'd have to do. She does seem a little shy. The only problem is a band is considered 3 or more people. Neither of us wants to perform alone, so the only thing left to do is recruit a 3rd member. I'd rather not play solo either, especially if we've been doing all this practicing together. Mayu's already setting up the music room when I arrive. Hey, Mayu. She pauses and smiles when she sees me. I'm smiling too. Hi, beautiful.
Hi.
Of course I did.
I mean, of course you made it, but you're early, which is nice.
Punctuality is a trait of mine.
Not that I think you can't be early to things, but...
You're just adorable when you're flustered. Her voice fades and she drops her gaze. I'm a little nervous too. Mayu flashes me an appreciative smile.
I hope we find someone good.
So do I. Same here.
There will only be singers auditioning today, right?
Yes, that's what we agreed upon. Yeah, I think having a vocalist will best complement our sound. So violin, a singer, and a piano. That works. Mayu nods.
I agree.
Nice little trio will form. I help her move some of the clutter to the corner of the room and set up a long table with chairs in the middle of the room for us to sit. This is the judges' table. Mayu sits at the table while I poke my head out in the hall. Will the first audition please enter the room? As I return to my seat, a short student with slick back hair walks in. He's changed out of his uniform and his shirt hangs loosely over his small frame. I squint to get a better look and notice his shirt is decorated with all different types of footwear. Sandals, flip-flops, etc. What the heck is this kid wearing? This is gonna be interesting. Mayu's brow is furrowed and she wears a hesitant smile. She seems just as appreciative as I am. Or apprehensive. Oh, she seems just as apprehensive as I am. I can read today. Hello. What's your name? The boy wears a goofy grin. Hi, I'm Bill Hang. What are you going to sing today? Okay. Mayu and I glance at each other. This was a popular song back when we were kids, so this could be interesting. I nod. Whenever you're ready. Bill flashes us another lopsided grin. As he belts out a tune, he begins to bounce his knees and stiffly jerk his hips from side to side. He sings in a monotone, and his cadence feels almost robotic. Paired with his strange dancing, he reminds me of someone gaining use of their limbs for the first time. I glance over at Mayu, who has a forced smile frozen on her face. Her eyes seem almost panicked. Just, what the heck are we watching? I can tell she's wondering if all our auditions are going to be as awful as this one, because I'm wondering the same thing. I catch her attention and give her a reassuring smile. She seems to relax some. See, we can calm Mayu down. We can get her to melt out of her hardened shell a little bit. Finally, he finishes and waits expectantly for our feedback. At least you got spirit, yo dog. My dog can sing better than that. I have no idea where even to begin. I kind of want to know what yo dog is, because I think at least you got spirit's more of a Mayu line, and I don't want to go full asshole on this one, so yo dog. Alright, dog. I gotta be real with you. I was kind of feeling it, but I wasn't really feeling it. You feel me? Bill stares stoically as I give him my feedback, then looks expectantly at Mayu. She fidgets under his gaze, and she tries to find something to say.
Well, it was... You were very brave to sing in front of us, and I think it's great that you did.
You've got spirit, yes you do, but you're not singing. Get out of here now, dude. She nods, seemingly satisfied with her review. I'm about to dismiss him when someone else interrupts me.
Excuse me, but are you in the wrong room? This audition is for singers. I'm not sure what you thought you were doing up there, but it certainly was not singing.
Who the hell are you? And you just kind of said what was on both of our minds, but in a very dickish way. Simone Cuel? Did I say that right? I don't know. Another student sits beside Mayu. He's wearing an ace uniform without teal stripes, so he isn't a pilot. Mayu merely glances over at the student, but otherwise doesn't react to his presence. Maybe he's one of her music friends? She must have asked him to sit in on our audition and help us judge who would be a good fit. I don't know this guy. Despite the new guy's scathing comments, Bill doesn't seem fazed.
I did my very best, and that's all I could have done.
Yes, now go now get.
I have no professional training, but I am very glad of my performance.
I'm glad you are. Now go and practice and have fun or sing in the shower. Now get out of my audition room. Mayu smiles encouragingly.
That's great. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, thanks. We'll be in touch. The universal sign for no. Mayu's friend crosses his arms and waits for Bill to leave. Once Bill leaves, he is immediately replaced by another student. He's still in ace uniform, but contrastly, his long dark hair falls to mid-back and covers one eye. This is a character.
Hi, my name is Slasher, and I'll be singing an original song I wrote myself.
That's red flag number 1. Or actually number 2. Number 1 was his name is Slasher.
Hi.
He cuts Mayu off in the middle of her greeting and screams in a hoarse voice. Oh, God. The fuck? Oh, God. I scream over Slasher before my ears literally begin to bleed. Thank you! I think we've heard enough. Mayu's eyes are wider than I've ever seen, and she flinches every time Slasher belts out a word.
Thanks. If you could please stop for a second.
And then never continue. Her friend clamps his hands over his ears and cringes in pain.
Stop for the sake of our sanity.
What little of it is left. Slasher finally quiets down but looks confused.
Are you trying to turn us all into raving psychopaths? Because the only effect constant yelling has on me is making me angry.
I guess he's accomplishing his goal?
What? I haven't even gotten to the killing part yet. Here, listen.
No, please stop.
Sweat and blood, it's an all.
Or continue going. Mayu and I shout simultaneously.
No!
That. No! Slasher pauses again. Mayu's friend looks like he's about to speak again, but we silence him with death glares. That's energetic. What the hell, dog? I think I've gone deaf. I'm definitely going full asshole on this one. I think I've gone deaf. I can't hear anything now. That was quite possibly the worst song I've ever heard. I would say more, but I can't hear myself over the ringing in my ears. In response, Slasher opens his mouth, ready to belt out another line. Mayu immediately stops him. Oh, don't make Mayu mad.
Wait! Your song is definitely very original. But it's not quite the direction we're going for this band.
Whatever. You guys can't even begin to comprehend my genius.
Sure I can. There isn't any. Slasher turns on his heel and walks out of the room. I breathe a sigh of relief, but brace myself for the next audition. These first two have gone fantastic. A girl walks in. She's wearing her ace uniform and has her dark hair pulled back into a messy ponytail. She seems normal so far, but I don't want to get my hopes up. They're already pretty low from the last two. Hello. She smiles warmly and waves.
Hi, my name is Mitsuki.
Hi, Mitsuki. Mayu seems hopeful.
Feel free to begin whenever you're ready.
Mitsuki nods and takes a deep breath. Her voice shakes as she sings a soft melody, but grows in power as she gains confidence. It's always those first couple of notes that are a little nerve-wracking, but once you get into it, you're set to go. Mayu and I blink at each other. She's actually good. I close my eyes and find myself getting lost in Mitsuki's voice. Before long, her song is done, and I'm left disappointed as to why it's done. Mitsuki waits nervously for our feedback. Mayu stands to her feet so suddenly, her chair wobbles.
You were wonderful! You have a powerful voice which would perfectly complement our instruments and the emotion behind your song. I could feel what you were singing.
She really is excited. Mitsuki blushes at Mayu's praise.
Thank you.
What Mayu said, yo dog, that was blazing hot. This is it. What Mayu said, I'm gonna second what she just said. I couldn't agree more with what Mayu said. That was a beautiful performance. Mitsuki breaks into a wide smile. The random guy raises his hand. What?
Excuse me, but what was that?
Excuse me, what did you just say? Mitsuki blinks, obviously confused. I'm not sure what this guy's talking about either.
This good shy girl act is so played out. Where's the confidence, the fire, and for God's sake, have you ever heard of a cold?
We're not critiquing on appearance here, man. Mitsuki runs her hands through her hair, now self-conscious at this guy.
I'm sorry. My last class was physical education, and I was running a little late.
I lean closer to Mayu. What's with your friend? He's kind of a jerk.
Wait, I thought he was your friend.
Is he your friend? I didn't think so either. Although, at the same point in time, he seems like the kind of people you'd hang out with. We stare at each other for a second, then focus our attentions on the mystery guy. Hey. He glances over at us. Who are you?
Excuse me?
He pulls a face of disgust. I asked who the hell you were.
How dare you? Don't you know who I am?
If I did, I wouldn't have asked. No. Mayu shakes her head. The guy scoffs.
Clearly, I have made a terrible mistake. You peasants wouldn't know greatness if it bit you in the ass.
And I'm assuming you would too? With a loud sniff of disdain, he swagaliciously exits the classroom. Seriously, swagaliciously? Okay. Awkward.
So, did I pass?
Yes. Yes, we'd love for you to join the band.
Really? Yes, absolutely. We have your information, so we'll let you know when our next practice will be, and hopefully we'll see you there.
You better show up.
Thank you. Yes, I'll be there. Okay, thank you again.
Oh, she's so cute too, but not as cute as you, Mayu. Grinning from ear to ear, Mitsuki practically skips out of the room.
Is it strange that I feel kind of nervous?
Nervous about what, though? How come?
I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm already getting ideas for new pieces that will incorporate her voice. So, I don't know why I'm so nervous.
I think it just might be you're overflowing with excitement. It's probably because after how bad those previous auditions were, you were hoping this one good audition isn't a fluke.
Maybe.
She smiles at me.
We should probably clean up. I think our reserved time is running out.
We didn't have this room for very long if we only had 3 songs that were done. Unless there were more auditions in there that we didn't hear about. After Mayu and I clean up the music room, we part ways so she can go to class. I can't wait to see what kind of music the 3 of us will create together. That's certainly an exciting thing. I'm in the pilot's lounge watching the Japan vs. China gear playoff match. The lounge is packed with students as this is a highly anticipated game. Many shout at the TV, but I watch in silence, sipping my drink and enjoying the ambiance.
Exciting game, right?
Yes, senpai. I glance up in surprise, but nod. Akira grins and sits down in the seat across from me. Although he seems like a nice guy, we don't talk very often, so it's unusual he'd approach me. I suppose I do have a really good view of the TV, though. Can't say I blame him for joining me there. A string of boos and yells fill the room as China takes out one of Japan's gears. People are really getting into it this time.
Yeah, it was predicted that this year China was going to be a strong opponent for Japan, and it looks like that's coming true.
Oh, there's only one depowered gear so far. Is that why there's such a big turnout? I gesture to the crowded room. Akira nods. So how did I get a good spot at the TV?
This is the first year that China's even made it this far in the playoffs. Everyone's watching to see who will come out on top.
It sounds like a great match. Who do you think will win? He doesn't even hesitate.
Japan.
Confidence. Gotta have confidence in the homeland.
What do you think?
Japan? China? I don't care. Well, objectively, We do know Japan is a big leader in gear, and if this is China's first time in, they're the newcomers and up and coming, and they're doing really well this year, but they don't have the experience in this high-stakes game. It's not that I don't care. It's just, if we're into gears like our character is, this is something we care about, so I'm going to say Japan as well. Definitely Japan. China might be catching up, but their technology hasn't reached the same innovative standards as Japan's. Plus, this year's lineup is a completely new team, so they don't have the same player advantage as Japan's season team.
I agree.
Yes, man of many words you are. He gives me a long look. I wonder what he's thinking.
Speaking of matches, I believe congratulations are in order for you and your team.
Well, you're just getting right to the point then, huh? Me? Your team is still holding the #1 spot in the leaderboards. Congratulations are in order for you guys for holding on to it for so long.
Sure, but you guys are quickly catching up. You started out at rank 21, but you've already made it to rank 11.
Are you kidding me? We've moved up 10 spots in like 4-6 weeks' time. That's insane. Yeah, it's kind of weird to think about it. And we're going against an even better team this week since StrikeX got disqualified.
Yeah, the school is taking no chances with them.
This sounds really serious if Akira's talking this way about it. What do you mean? Akira blinks. Why is that surprised?
You didn't hear?
No.
The team lead and one of his starting pilots got into a huge fight, and they did not hold back. I mean, there were some serious injuries, so both members obviously couldn't compete.
Wow. That is super intense. I mean, I get it. This is a highly competitive program, but you have to work well with your team, and something like that's going to break a team apart. So I don't blame the school for taking serious action on this one. Why did they fight?
The leader decided to sideline his starting pilot, and his pilot didn't like that.
So it was ego against possibly a very strong strategic move, or was it just conflict from the very beginning? Lots of questions to be asked on that one. They're on the same team. Couldn't they just talk about it? I'm sure the leader had a reason. Akira shrugged.
I don't know all the details, but my guess is that there probably wasn't a good reason to sideline the pilot. Either way, because the fight escalated to the degree in which Ace had to get involved, the school is currently investigating the team.
Wow, that really is super serious. And I'm wondering if not a good reason is that the starting pilot thinks he's hot stuff, and the leader just went, you need to cool it down. You're not doing that great lately, and you're thinking you're full of yourself, and that's compromising everything. You need to sit. Just my thought, but it could be Akira is right on this one. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah. Who are you going up against now?
Anabu Geisha.
Oh, May's team.
Which one's May again? Yeah, I hear they're strong. Akira nods.
They are. But so are you. In fact, I'm really looking forward to my match with you.
He is? Senpai wants to have match with me? That might still be a while considering my team's rank.
Right, but you guys have been on a winning streak, haven't you?
Haven't lost. Yeah.
Because of that, your matchmaking rating, or MMR, is actually higher than your earned rank. That tends to happen with outliers like being an undefeated team.
Okay. What he says makes sense. Plus, I'm not going to question Akira about how being undefeated works, since he probably knows all about that.
I have a feeling that if you beat Onabu Geisha, it won't be long before we face each other on the field.
Oh, that smile on his face, it's not creepy, and it's not just I'm ready to get this over with and beat you senseless. I'm excited. That's going to be a good match. I want to face your team. Don't jinx us. We won't go easy on you. It is what it is. Don't jinx us, man. You're talking about winning streaks. He's trying to be friendly, so we'll be friendly back. Don't jinx us, man. I appreciate the confidence, but we've got to beat Anabu Geisha first before considering anyone else.
It'll be a tough match. I'm interested to see the outcome.
I would be lying if I say I was interested too. Well, I am interested, so. Akira is a hard person to read. I don't get him sometimes. We continue to watch the game in silence, which is awkward. After a while, Akira stands.
I wish I could watch the end of this match, but I've got to head to class. I'll see you later.
I'm sure I'll be seeing plenty of you soon. I nod. Have a great day, Senpai. I meet Akira. After Akira leaves, I check my phone and notice a text from Shou. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be getting our game on at the beach. Meet there at what? 11. That's 11. I thought it was an exclamation point. Meet there at 11. As if I could forget that. I shove my phone back into my pocket and watch the rest of the game. In the end, Japan won with just one gear left standing. Called it. I've still got some time before I head home tonight. I don't wanna. We'll go with Shou on this one. Not that I don't want to see Valerie, but she should be working on my gear. I feel productive today, but I don't want to hit the books and study just yet. I know a good way to channel this energy. I'll work out at the gym. I would have just gone to the arcade. Other than my physical education class, I haven't been getting any exercise. I need to get back into a solid routine. I head to the rec center and get changed in the lockers. As I make my way to the weight room, I pass by the gymnasium. Normally it's empty, but today it's full of people. Is there a class going on right now? Well, let's poke our head in and take a look. Unable to curb my curiosity, I peek into the room. The gym is decked out with equipment. Balance beams, still rings, parallel bars, uneven bars, pommel horse, etc. I can't see the floor beneath the layer of blue mats. Students seem to fly and flip from all corners of the room, so it sounds like it's gymnastics day. My mouth drops open in wonder as I spot a very familiar face hanging on the still rings. Shou! At the sound of his name, Shou turns toward the sound of my voice and loses his grip. I wince as he comes crashing onto the mat below. After a second, he gets up and rubs his head, then looks at me just, ooh, that didn't look like it felt pretty good, Broseph. My bad. Such grace. Much elegant. Whoops. My bad. I feel a little guilty. Sorry about that, man. Shou's signature smile graces his face.
Don't sweat it, Broseph.
That's just your nature of you hear your name and just go, huh? What are you doing here? Shou wipes the sweat off his face with his towel.
Trying to balance on the still rings.
You were doing well until I interrupted. No, I mean, I didn't exactly picture you as a gymnastics type of guy.
Why not? It helps with staying fit, build strength, flexibility, core training.
Your voice sounds like it's trailing off. A pair of girls walk by us wearing the Ace Academy gym wear. And that's where it is. Their stomachs are completely flat and they have perky features. They flash us smiles as they walk by.
Flexibility.
You already said that one.
Did I?
His attention is on another group of girls practicing their splits in the corner. Focus, man! Focus! And that has nothing to do with it. He grins.
It's a bonus.
I'm pretty sure that's the main course for you.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
You led with confirm, so you're confirming it. We both grin.
Plus, you're competing with yourself to always be better.
Huh?
You set personal records for yourself, and then the next time you come, you try to beat them.
Not a bad thought process. Not entirely sure where he's going with this. Like, how long you can hold yourself up? I guess.
That's just step one. Once you're comfortable just holding your weight, then you start doing tricks like handstands. It's a lot harder than you think.
That sounds hard. Gymnastics not exactly my strong suit. He motioned towards the still bars.
Try it.
Sure! Why not? I psych myself up. Alright, let's do that.
That's the spirit.
I jump and catch the still rings, letting my body hang. The rings wobble around as I try to pull myself up. Whoa! This is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Lots of core strength there.
Use your core.
I squeeze my core tight and try to do a pull-up. The rings shake precariously. I have to hold them. Just don't panic and keep it steady. We're gonna steady. Plenty of time to sit there, but we want to succeed. I managed to steady myself, and after finding my center of balance, I slowly do 3 pull-ups in a row. Shou watches on with interest. Afterwards, I let go and drop to my feet.
You sure you haven't done this before? You were a pro.
Dude, we pilot together. Why are you surprised that I'm able to just kind of tighten up and be able to do things? I grin. Nope, I knew I had nothing to worry about. Piece of cake.
Shou!
A girl I don't recognize waves at Shou as she races over.
How's it going?
Hey, Hitomi.
A girl just sought out Shou. Let's watch. She looks me up and down. Do you like what you see? She smiles with interest.
Who's your impressive friend?
You saw him too?
She nods Shou. She's trying to hit on me and she's checking me out, but I think she's really interested in you.
Hitomi, meet Brosif.
Why would you call me that in front of somebody?
Brosif, meet Hitomi.
She blinks.
Brosif?
Shou nods and beams. It's Sylar.
Whoa, really?
You're an idiot. Why is he surprised? I slowly nod. He's surprised because he's a moron. He rubs his chin in thought.
I've been calling you Brosif for so long I forgot.
Dumbass. Hitomi laughs and playfully touches Shou's arm. Ooh. You see that? Contact's being made. She's making a move.
That's adorable.
Definitely making a move. Shou beams.
I'm just about done. How about you?
I'm almost done too.
What's going on here?
Okay, I'm going to start packing. Come find me when you want to head out.
Shou nods. Hitomi smiles at him and then waves at me.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. Same. She bounces out of the gym. I assume she's going to go to change in the locker room. You two know each other well?
Kind of. We met in this class. Her dorm building is actually the one next to mine.
Oh. Oh, that's pretty coincidental.
I know, right? Anyway, we ran into each other once, and when she realized we lived so close together, she insisted that we walk back together ever since.
And you thought nothing of this. The way that she acts towards Shou, it's obvious that she has more than a casual interest in him. Of course, knowing Shou, that fact isn't obvious to him. She's interested in you, bro. I'm gonna be the brosif right here. Bro, she's interested in you. Dude, you know she's into you, right? Shou blinks and raises an eyebrow.
What are you talking about?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? Don't answer that, that's rhetorical. The laughing, the arm touching, the asking to walk back together. Shou shrugs.
She's just friendly. You're looking too much into it.
I don't know, man. She didn't touch me. That sounded dirty. Now I have to worry about my phrasing. I'm telling Mayu, why not pursue it? All right, if you say so. You know what? Why not pursue it? I'm going to push him in that direction. Mayu's mine. She's pretty cute. Why not ask her out? Shou blinks.
Wouldn't it be really awkward if she says no? We're in this class together.
There's nothing awkward about asking to go out for a cup of coffee.
I'd rather not ruin a friendship by trying to go down another path.
If you say so. What he's saying could literally be said about another girl he knows whose name rhymes with Mayu. All right, man. Sounds like you'll be heading off soon, and I still have to go work out. Shou nods.
It was good seeing you. You should stop by again.
I think I will, because I'm going to push you towards this Hitomi thing. I'll think about it. Shou gives me a brosif fist bump, and we head our separate ways. I go work out until it's time to head home. He needs to pursue that Hitomi thing. Mayu's mine. It's quiet in the house when I arrive home. I guess no one's here. It's no surprise that Uncle Kaito's still at work, but I would have expected Nikki to be home by now. She's been spending more and more time at her cooking club. It must be going really well, which is good for her. I should take advantage of the quiet and study. As I head upstairs, a blonde head peeks around the corner. It's obviously not mine.
Is that you, big bro?
Who else would it be? I pause at the top of the stairs. Hey, I didn't know you were home. Nikki grins mischievously. I don't like when you do that.
Is it because for once I wasn't slaving away in the kitchen waiting for you to come back?
No, that's not it at all. A little bit, but that's not a bad thing. A good woman should know her place. No, it was way too quiet. You're like the wife who I didn't ask for. No, it was just too quiet. Normally you come and greet me at the door right away. No, nothing like that. There's just no way the house can be this quiet if you're home.
Hey!
What are you going to do about it? You paint my bike again, I might actually kill you. What?
I'm always quiet.
Insert some witty comment that I can't think of right now. Is this what you'd call quiet?
It was quiet before you got home, which means you're the one who brings the noise.
Whatever you say. Nikki grins.
Anyway, before you so rudely distracted me, I had a question for you.
What is it?
Can you give me a ride to the beach tomorrow?
What time you wanting to go? I blink at her. How did you know I was going to the beach?
Because tomorrow is Umiko's festival?
The what now? How do you know about that? Nikki stares at me as if I have two heads.
Because I live in Isokaze.
This apparently sounds very important.
Did you know about this?
Not exactly. Shou didn't specify why we were going when he invited me.
And you didn't bother to ask.
Do I really need to ask why we're going to the beach besides to hang out? Do I really need a reason to go to the beach?
Fair point.
Touché, I win. Shut your face.
Well, if you want to know, tomorrow is a festival to honor Umiko, the protector of Isokaze.
I did want to know that, because now everything makes sense.
A long time ago, the Dragon King threatened to drown the island if Umiko didn't marry him. So when she agreed to live with him in his underwater castle, she stole his magical pearl and now uses it to control the waves.
Interesting. You learn something new every day. I like mythos. Huh, that's pretty cool. How do you learn about this?
You know I've always loved mythologies.
Yes, of course I knew that. That's true.
So, can you take me or not?
Depends. You gonna continue to make fun of me tonight? Sure. I'll be leaving around 10:45. Her face falls.
Oh.
Why? Oh.
Well, my friends aren't going to be there until later.
Well, if you want me to give you a ride, we're leaving at 10:45. So, hitch a ride with them.
I don't really feel comfortable asking them.
Why don't you feel comfortable asking your friends to drive you places? Fine, then you can come with me.
But you're going so early.
Make up your mind. Then take the bus. She smiles sweetly.
When I said early, I actually meant that's perfect.
Of course it is. That's what I thought. Nikki cranes her neck to peek down the stairs behind me.
You hungry yet?
Always. A bit, yeah.
Me too. Come on, let's go downstairs and see what we have.
You would know better than I would. She moves past me and flies down the stairs. I follow her slowly. Still aching from my workout. Nikki and I whip up a quick dinner, then I spend the rest of my night looking up more information about the festival before going to bed. I flip around in bed, too excited to settle down, before finally drifting off to sleep. It's going to be exciting to go to the beach. I wake up energized and throw off the blankets before getting dressed. Since we're going directly to the beach, I decide to just wear my swim trunks and a shirt, and we will head off to the beach next time. I'm going to end the episode here. Quite an eventful day. Lots of good stuff. Had a good audition session with Mayu and learned a little bit more about Shou, and he's going to go for that Hitomi girl. We're going to make sure he does so. But, as always, If you did enjoy the video, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button down below or leaving a comment. It really does help me out. And if you're new to the channel or haven't done so already, make sure to unleash your power by hitting that subscribe button down below today as well. And I will see all you heroes in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.